To that end, we have decided to go with a company called Tormach. We are buying a PCNC 1100 Tormach Mill. And into that, our first order has arrived with a lot of the tooling and the controller for that unit, and we're going to unbox that on camera today. So we're going to start here with the controller. And let's see, inside it we have the white box with a nondescript Crited Tech mouse. And I think its claim to fame is that it's coolant and waterproof. So that's kind of interesting. And then inside the box we should have a standard computer power cord, an empty box, and one standard CPU. Preloaded with Path Pilot. And one of the reasons we went ahead and did it is because it has to have this special parallel port, and it has to have an older version of Windows that supports this instead of Windows 10 and everything else that's normal out there. So we just went ahead and purchased one of these. Looks like your standard computer. Now the one thing that's kind of interesting is there is nowhere to put in a CD or a 3.5 floppy. Funny, it still has the provision for a 3.5 floppy, but it does have USB ports, so I hope everything comes on a memory stick, or we have to install a hard drive later. I'll set that aside. And one thing that Tormach does is they do include some very nice color printed step-by-step instructions with everything they send out. So I have been very impressed with that. So let's see what's in this big box. Oh look, we got styrofoam. Yay! Ooh, pretty. And this is the Tormach power drawbar. This is the main pneumatic cylinder assembly. More styrofoam. And another box. UPS has been gracious enough to inform us that they forgot to bring one of our boxes today, so we'll have another box for tomorrow. And once again, we have a very nice set, color printed instructions to follow on how to assemble this. Again, they do a very good job of that. And with this, we have the brain box, the power control, the cable guard, and the air valve for the power drawbar, along with all the T-fittings that go on the front of the unit, the drawbar and the flex washers, a nice hefty bag with the new spindle nut, spanner wrench, and all the little pieces to put this together. Looks like everything's in there and everything arrived in one piece. Nothing was crushed, so that's always a positive. And that thing got a little weight to it. This box, kind of heavy. So let's see what we got here. Box within a box. Now this has got to be the lifting bar kit. these are two oil tramp pillows for soaking up the oil in the coolant. One's going to be for the Tormach and the other's going to be for my my lathe that has a coolant system. I've been meaning to get one of those, so I just went ahead and ordered two. And they do include a small container of the anti-seize for the power drawbar. And this is the Tormach, what are they going to call this? This is the little shuttle, which you select your axis and then you can control how fast or how slow, in or out, and by the steps for the controller. Very handy little item to have. And a download the latest software, so a little information to read there. And this is the lift bar. I debated on whether or not to build my own or just use what I had on hand, but everything I watched and read, everybody was glad that they ended up purchasing this. So I went ahead and did it. Box looks like it didn't do too well in shipping. It's half broken. But inside we have a chain, clevises, another little piece of chain, a couple of bolts, an eye hook, assortment of T-nuts. I always use those. Another set of instructions. And the heart of the system is right here, it's this big old bar, which helps you balance the load of the mill for lifting. These look like fairly good clevises. They got a lot of meat around every end. Everything looks like it's fairly well made. We will pull the chain out and inspect every link to make sure there's no weak links when we go to install that. And then our last package of the day. This one was quite heavy and is put together with bands and tape and bubble gum and barbed wire. See if I can get into it. There we go. Now, once again, we have a technical document. Means Greg gets to read. Haven't figured out how to do that yet. I just look at the pictures. And we have a tool stand that is missing a foot. Not very well finished. Chips on it. Chunks of wood missing. Big old gouge out where they tried to putty it, but they didn't do a real good job. Not very impressed with that. And then in this bag, we have the collet wrenches, Allen heads, Allen wrenches, and then we have a whole selection of ER collets, varying sizes. So we'll have to sort those out, see what all we got there. And then this is Tormach's little surface plate. And this, oh look, there's the little foot. And then this should be the digital height gauge. It's wrapped up, it's sealed. Not anymore. battery, certificate of inspection, serial number Inspector 565. I wonder what his name is. I wonder if they just call him 565 to his face. There's a digital height gauge. It does have the port there where you can add that to your computer. But fairly nice little case here. As you can hear, our dogs have decided to join the party. But we'll finish pulling this apart, seeing how to use this. This is used in conjunction with the granite plate for setting your heights of your tooling. And then, of course, we get in here and we have our drill chucks. And let's see what we have here. The aforementioned plug-in to go into the computer for the digital height gauge. Nice little box. And in these we have the Tormach modified R8 collet, which is the main one that holds the TTS tooling. And this is the TTS tooling. Tormach does a very good job. Come up with a system that indexes the tooling against that machine face like that, so that you get consistent drawback and heights on your tooling when you're doing things. And this obviously is a drill truck adapter for you to do your change outs. So it's a pretty good system. We'll do some more videos on that later. And this is a bigger drill chuck. And then of course there'll be a bigger collet and a smaller drill chuck. And then here we have, here's an actual ER collet holder. So we've got a lot of little boxes here to go through. And this is the basic operator set. It comes with a lot of TTS holders, ER collets, and the holders. And after we get everything unboxed, I'll bring you back and show you the whole tool set from there. Till then, y'all be safe, enjoy your shop, and get outside and make something. Have a great day.